and I wish I could show him some of these things that I'm seeing. This series is becoming a mess, isn't it? If you like urine and crying, subscribe. Bless it.
Sometimes it feels like I've got a load on my shoulders, I feel it in my bones. And it feels like I don't know where to go. The answer's been there all along. It's green and lives under the sun. It's where the three of us belong. Also come, Walkies and wee-wees with us.
Good morning from Plano. Come on. Welcome to my new gym. For many reasons, one of them being my apartment is way too small for gym equipment, I've decided to do all of my workouts from now on outside. I found the perfect view, I found the perfect tree, and I sold my gym equipment. I bought all my cables out here with me in a backpack, and from now on, this is where I'm going to be getting my workouts in. I'm not going to bore you with the workout, but maybe this will motivate or inspire one of you to go out and get it yourself. I did some Googling, and apparently you can work out much easier, or you find your workouts much easier when you do it outside. And it's also a very stimulating environment. It's always changing, the weather changes, the city changes. And the best thing of all, this is one of Nala Monkey's favorite spots to run around in. So I'm getting my exercise in, the girls are getting their walkies and weebies in, and we're outside. Let's get it. Workout done, let's go home and have some breakfast. once we're back and we've had breakfast, we will tell you what we're doing today. I am very excited about this adventure. Okay, peanut heads back home. I've actually got a little bit of a busy morning. I'm helping my neighbor move out, and so I'm going to do that. But first, I'm gonna go to the supermarket, get some things for our camping adventure, because that's right, we are going camping again. I loved bringing beans last time. It gave me a really nice sort of comfort feeling. I think because I would eat beans a lot growing up, being from England. I know other people from different cultures find that really bizarre, but I think I'm gonna make some homemade baked beans, and then I'm gonna put them in a Tupperware and bring them with me. I'll also buy some bread, I think. So beans, bread, some trail mix, some dried fruits, and then we have a lot of yummy snacks for these two. Before we get into the beans, let's get into some coffee. Next up, the beans. I'm gonna cook it all in here and then take some out for my breakfast, because that's what I'm having for breakfast. First of all, we're gonna start with our base. Olive oil, tomatoes. These were on the vine just moments ago. And cover. And cover. And cover. We basically want those tomatoes to break open and caramelize slightly. And then I'm gonna go in with a combination of courgettes, onions, and peppers. Is there anything better than black coffee? Yes, white coffee. Now I'm just popping all those tomatoes and getting all the juice out of them. Oh. Beans going in. I did make some pizza on the weekend and I've got a little bit of this tomato sauce left. I'm gonna chuck some of that in. A touch of peri peri. A little bit of tahini. Some paprika, spicy. We're gonna chop one of the rolls I bought earlier, and we'll get those toasting on here. And I'm gonna turn the oven on because these beans need to bake. Once that bread is toasted, I'm going to serve it with a couple of spoonfuls of this, and then I'm gonna let that bake for an hour or so, let it cool down, and then I'll pack it. Now for the girls, we're out of natuka, so we're gonna go in with some really high quality meats. We've got beef, turkey, a few blueberries, and an egg each as well. Get those beans on there. Look at that. Couple of runny eggies on top. Cheers. Homemade baked beans. Oh my word. And now I'm gonna help my neighbor move out. I live on the 4th floor and so does she, and so this is gonna be an absolute workout. So yeah, let's go, come. You're with me for the day, so you may as well watch. I just put on a plain t-shirt so you can see how much I sweat. Oh, I tried to show you the back of my t-shirt, but obviously that doesn't work. Anyway, this fresh t-shirt, let's go. Bye. I'm vlogging today, so I'm not going to put you in it if you don't want to be in it.
Don't worry.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. Come on in.
Let's go. Oh, it's going to open. True. True. So, this is where we are going. Excuse the mess on my Google Maps. It is, this is what I do in my spare time. I mark campsites, peaks and train stations basically all over the mountains. Okay, well today we're going somewhere new. We are still exploring the Pyrenees. A few reasons for that. One, it's bloody beautiful. Two, it is much cooler up there. There is something so wonderful about waking up in the chilly morning air. And so we are going to go back into the Pyrenees. And I mean, we've explored this area, but there's all of this to explore eventually as well. So in the last episode, we stayed here and we got a little train up here and walked to this peak here. In this episode, we're going to a little place called Planoles, which to me looks like it is a tiny, tiny little village even. And we're going to be camping in Camping Can Fossas just above the village. We're actually in a little valley here between some really tall peaks. So our job is to bring food, bring shelter, and we're going to let Mother Nature take care of the rest. The forecast is actually looking super good. We've got some sunshine, little bit of cloud, but no thunderstorms. There will be thunderstorms on Friday. So once again, when it gets to Thursday morning, we're just gonna hightail it out of there. Nothing left to do now but pack, so let's get that sorted now. We are gonna be using the Mariposa 60 by Gossamer Gear. This thing has 60 liters of capacity, pockets in places you wouldn't even imagine. It's comfortable, it's waterproof, and it gives great cuddles. I love you, Mariposa 60. We're gonna be camping for 2 nights, and so we're gonna have to get 2 nights worth of camping stuff in here. Let's go. I'm still learning how to sort of keep everything lightweight, not overpack, but also bring all the essentials. And I know with time, we'll get better at this for sure. What I have done is I've upgraded a couple of pieces of our sleeping equipment because getting a good night's sleep is probably the most important thing for us on these adventures. Water we've nailed, food we've nailed, but sleeping is the one thing that I think everyone loves doing, right? Yes. And so we invested in this. Well, I say invested, it was 17 euros. Usually when I'm heading up to the Pyrenees, I see people taking these with them. And I think it's because they are ultra comfy. And so this is gonna be for the dogs. Another thing I invested in is a massive sleeping blanket. Now this is like a sleeping bag, but it pops open. It's 145 centimeters by 200 centimeters, which means we can all fit under there together. In the last few videos, the dogs have been sleeping outside of the sleeping bag. Ideally, we all sleep under the same blanket. So this is going to be for that. Now, luckily, trying to balance weight and comfort, it's not so difficult when you have things like this. This weighs absolutely nothing, considering the size of it. Equally, the tent we're gonna be using, this is the 2 by Gossamer Gear, it weighs nothing, less than 2 pounds, and this is vital. It means that you can have weight in other places. So without further ado, let's get packing. First thing that's gonna go in, some bulky stuff. So I'm gonna put this sleeping sack in there first. We then have all the camping gear, the 2 by Gossamer Gear, an inflatable sleeping mattress, an inflatable pillow, 2 tent poles for the 2, tent pegs for the 2, and of course, a rubber mallet. I like putting all of this together. It just feels, you know, like when I get to the campsite, I can just pull out this blue bag and everything I need to sleep is in there. Next to go in, this is sort of like a picnic blanket to pad out the base of the tent a little bit as well. Then I have a microfiber towel, one for the dogs too, but I'm going to put that in the front pocket along with their portable water bowl and their dog bowls. I'm going to put this thermal sleeping mat in the side pocket here. And this time I'm actually going to have a separate bag for the food. In this pocket we've got a couple of lights. This one is a wind up torch and this one is a head torch, just in case. This is probably the most important part of the setup. This is a spare battery, spare GoPro batteries. This thing can charge my phone up to like 7 times. It is nuts. Now onto the food. In here I've got some bread, some trail mix, some dried mango, saucepan and cutlery and plates and stuff, camping stove, mug, camping gas, first aid kit, some blister tape, Vaseline and a knife. Dog food for the next few days. Now, I'm not going to talk about the brand because I am loyal to Natulka. I can't take raw food with me, so I'm going to take this. I will just say this is all natural ingredients. This one is turkey broth, tomato, carrots, minerals and salmon oil. So this is going to be perfect for a couple of days. We got a bag of treats and a couple of beef nerves for the girls to chew on, some water, and that is pretty much it. The last thing to go in is sort of spare clothes and toiletries, but I won't bore you with that. Oh yeah, and one more thing, sun cream. I burned my face so badly. I'm actually still peeling a week later. Terrible, terrible. Sun cream is going in and it's going in the side here so that I can grab it whenever I need it. Also, this isn't a camping trip without camping coffee. So I got some espresso and an espresso maker. You've probably been screaming at the screen, "Don't forget your beans!" Well, I didn't. Beans, pineapple, spare clothes are in there, toiletries, that's it. I'll stop now. Stop packing, Charlie, that's the boring part of the video. Okay, well, that's it. The bags are packed. I guess there's just one thing we need to know. Nala, do you want to go walkies and movies with Daddy? That was a yes. Monkey, do you want to go walkies and movies with Daddy? Ah, yes! 2 more snappies. Congratulations. Let's go. Well, here we are. We just arrived to a very small town called Planoles. This is our first time here, and so I don't really know what to expect. I have a feeling this is going to be another beautiful discovery. Well, I think this is foreshadowing slightly of things to come. Just got off the train and we've got this monstrous staircase to climb. Oh well, let's work up an appetite, shall we? Oh good, more stairs. Beautiful place, nestled right in the mountains here. And look at these mountains already, these views. So that big green thing, the sort of pointy, tallest peak you can see there, that's Taga, and we climbed that in episode 14, just to sort of give you an idea of where we are. This mountain range is just enormous, so we've traveled sort of 10-15 minutes further by train, but you can still see the same peaks. So cool. Stunning. The campsite is in and around here somewhere. Super out of the way. Okay. Right, well, this is home for the next 2 nights. Who's happy about that? Daddy is. As always, I'm gonna secure the girls. Oh, this happens every single time. Go on, in. Good girls. Hey, good girls. What do you think? Do you like it? You comfy in here? Yeah? What do you think? Yeah, do you like this? We're going to share this, yeah? So we can all be under the duvet together. And you've got a nice new soft foam pad. That's where you're going to sleep, yeah? Good girl. Okay, well, all that's left to do is find a spot for sunset, and we're going to cook dinner there. So, without further ado, let's go. Should we go see the sunset? You want to see the sunset with Daddy? Look at the tail. I think that was a yes. While I'm setting up for dinner, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been watching our videos. Now, asking the community for a little bit of financial help was the last thing I expected so early on in the journey. I think I was a little bit naive, and I was expecting big companies to throw themselves at us and say, oh yeah, sure, we'll sponsor your videos. What a great idea this series is. But you know what? I'm actually so happy that it's worked out this way, because the generosity that you guys have shown has made me even more determined to get this right and to make this a success for you guys. The community is everything to me, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have shown me how much you guys want this series to be a thing, and thanks to you, we're going to keep going, and thanks to you, Nala and Monkey are going to keep running around these mountains. Thanks to you, we're going to be eating homemade baked beans on a camping stove in the Pyrenees. And thanks to you, we're going to be making memories that will last our lifetimes. So thank you very, very much. I'd also like to say thank you to Gossamer Gear. Without this equipment and without your financial support as well, we definitely wouldn't be able to do this. Anyway, I'll stop nattering so that we can enjoy this sunset together. We've got the homemade baked beans from earlier. I've added a little bit of hot water just to sort of hydrate them, rehydrate them a little bit. Nala, do you want some bread roll? We're gonna need some mouth snappies for this bread roll. Oh, amazing mouth snappies, Monkey. She's getting better at this. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Go on then. Go on then. Homemade beans. Hello everyone. We are currently in the Pyrenees Mountains. We are cooking some homemade baked beans, or warming it up. We've got some bread, and we're just doing some bread and homemade baked beans. Nala and Monkey here sniffing around. Look at the colour of the clouds up there, huh? Yes, we did sunset. That was absolutely top notch. Now have some pineapple. Oh, you can't leave that. Good girl. They're nice? Bit sour? You want some pineapple? Nala, you want some pineapple? All right, well, the sun has gone to bed, and I think now it's our turn. Nala. How did you do that so fast and so slow at the same time? Come on then. Let's get to bed, shall we? Let's get you two all warm and cozy in bed, shall we? Go. Okay, so we've got two palencos down here, all nice and warm. And now I'm going to go and just check out the toilets and maybe have a shower, things like that, get ready for bed. So I'll see you in a second. Bye. Good night from us. Sweet dreams. Good morning. We actually slept super good. It was nice to share a blanket. And now it's time to get up and have a wee. Today we're going to be doing a lot of walking up, but that's where the best views are. As you can see, these two are wide awake. This blanket was awesome last night. We all shared one duvet, and it has these cool little buttons. You can pop the buttons together, so you can wear it like this. Okay, well, this isn't the best spot to make coffee, so I'm gonna move out of the tent a little bit. And away we go. What a beautiful day for it. We just saw some rabbits or some hares up there, and the girls just left them alone. I do get asked a lot, how is their recall so good? I don't really have an answer. I'm just incredibly consistent. I call their name, I reel them back, I give them a treat, and the result is nada, monkey. More or less perfect. Now there are some other controls. I have a noise that means do not. For example, if I see them trying to eat something from the floor that's dangerous, I will make this noise and it means stop. I'll show you. Ah! Comes to a stop. When I got Nala, they did say that it's unlikely she'll ever be off the lead, and I was like, challenge accepted. I want them to be free. You won't be able to see this, but there is a deer down there. Maybe you can see it. Well, this is the first view of the day. You're welcome. Aren't we lucky, girls? Huh? Aren't we lucky? Insane. I saw the most amazing video the other day of a bear in the Pyrenees. It was in the Spanish Pyrenees, so slightly to the west. And I got really curious and I wanted to know if there are bears here as well. And apparently, yes. Apparently there's a steadily increasing population of brown bear. However, they are really timid, really shy here in the Pyrenees. They've basically learned to avoid humans completely. If we were to encounter a bear, apparently the best thing to do is be loud, wave your arms, sort of give it space. But in general, they are not aggressive. It's true that maybe if there's a mother bear with a cub, she will defend, but it's not likely. You've probably noticed we're not getting up at, 5, 6 a.m. anymore. And one of those reasons is that I don't want to disturb the wildlife, especially if Nara and Monkey are off lead and enjoying their freedom. I don't want to worry, and I don't want the wildlife to sort of be impacted by our presence. So we sort of wait until the sun has come up. Most of the animals are away, the deer and the rabbits and stuff. It also gives me peace of mind that, I don't have to look over my shoulder for wolves and bears. But I think it's beautiful to have animals like bears and wolves so close to home. This is a mission. We're basically walking 650 meters up to a viewpoint, and then 650 meters more to our final peak, our final summit, our final destination. And it's a beautiful day. Now, I said that last time and the clouds came rolling in, but it really does look clear as a bell. So with any luck, we're going to get some incredible views, maybe to make up for some that we missed last time. Come on. So we are almost at our first viewpoint, and there's a little refuge behind us. I'm gonna go see if they make coffee. I doubt it. I think it's probably service for residents only, but I would love another coffee. I'll use my charm. Cheers. Oh, how lucky. We weren't sure if we were going to get coffee. We were greeted by the nicest chap ever, in such a good mood. I've noticed that the people in the mountains are just extra friendly, extra happy, and can you blame them? I mean, coming to work here wouldn't be such a bad thing. And he said, yeah, let the girls off the lead, let them explore. Refugie Coral Blanc, I really, really recommend. They do rices as well. You can book lunch, you can come here in groups. Look at the views. And that chap there was super friendly and welcoming. So go for it. If you want a Catalan mountain experience, this is your place to do it. Okay, well, here we go. We're about to start getting into some very pretty areas now, but dogs have to be on the lead. So on the lead they shall be. So right now we are in a Parque Nacional. The views are indescribable. And the most interesting part of this is the types of bird you can see on this trail. I mean, these are actual vultures. You can see here, picking at the carcass of something. Okay, and we turn our heads and there's another crazy mountain range here. And this is actually the peak that we climbed last time in episode 17. The tallest one there, that's Puig De Dorria. That's the peak we climbed. Incredible to see it from this perspective. It really shows how big that thing is. Okay, I am now covered in sun cream. There will not be a single burn on my body this time. What a backdrop. Oh my god. It's like so pretty, but also so intimidating and mysterious at the same time, you know? There's a beauty and also a danger to these mountains. When you take into consideration the shapes and the colours and the plants and the rock formations, it's wonderful. But the height and the weather and the sometimes extremely rocky terrain, it's so intimidating. A very, very humbling experience to be walking around under these mountains for sure. Makes you feel like an ant. Tiny, tiny, tiny. What do you make of this? So, when I started this channel, did you have any idea, could you have predicted that it was going to get this beautiful? Because honestly, I don't think I could have predicted this. It is majestic. Girls, do you realise not many dogs get to wee on mountains like this? You can wee on all of these mountains. Makes me want to wee on them. Wow. This is 2.5 hours from Barcelona. Can you believe it? I've just seen a couple of marmots over there. Now, unfortunately, the GoPro doesn't have a zoom feature. I think I just saw them dive underground. So I think they make these little burrows like this. Should you try and wee on a marmot, girls? I'm sure the marmot wouldn't enjoy that. How cool is that? I wonder what marmots eat. Marmot laid? Marmite? That was obvious. That was an obvious one. I bet you've been saying that in your head the whole time. Look at this. So this is a refuge. You can find these in the mountains. And if you're stuck in a storm, this is the best place to be. Let's check it out, shall we? Oh, I mean, yeah, this would be a very, very welcome refuge if I was stuck in a storm, but it is a little bit creepy as well. How cool is that? I'm just having another soppy moment here. I think this could be the most beautiful place I've been in my whole life. What do you think? Wow. It's amazing how nature causes this sort of flood of gratitude. I think it starts with this feeling of, you know, how lucky we are to have this life and this existence on a planet that looks like this in some parts. And then it just makes you think about all the other good things that you have, and that's really, really powerful. As you know, at the moment I'm mourning the loss of my dad. And being out here and having this feeling of gratitude, feeling lucky to have had him, this is the best place to do it, I think. And he would love this. And he would be very proud of me, I think. Well, I know. But maybe I'm doing this because he's not here, and this has sort of become my coping mechanism, I guess. Sort of immersing myself in a really healthy environment. But it makes me miss him as well. And I wish I could show him some of these things that I'm seeing. And I wish also that he could wee on a mountain. I wouldn't watch that, obviously. I would sort of avert my eyes. But yeah. This series is becoming a mess, isn't it? If you like urine and crying, subscribe. Bless it.
So please remember all the good times, all the sad times you had by his side. They'll make you laugh like they always did. And please don't be sad through the hard times and the bad times. He's there by your side. All you have to do is think of him. Yeah, all you have to do is think of him.
So we're sort of walking up the spine of this mountain now. So we've got views both sides. And this is my favorite part of the trip actually, because you feel sort of exposed. Not many trees here as well, like blocking the views. So yeah, just great scenes, a great backdrop for episode 18. Can you believe this is just episode 18? Imagine what we're going to be doing in episode 100. Probably something like skydiving over a volcano or something. It's going to be hard to beat this. I'm going to have to get back on Google Maps, I think. Wow. What do you think? Best views on the channel so far? I think so, and we're not even at the top yet. This is a much more gentle walk compared to last time. The terrain is a lot nicer. I don't know if you remember, but the walk up to Puig was super rocky. And I've also noticed there's a young family ahead of me as well. So if those kids can do it, we can do it. Incredible. And we're still not at the top. You enjoy this for a second. Okay, the wind is picking up a little bit up here and the temperature is dropping because we are almost at 2,500 meters above sea level, which is really, really high. As you can expect in the winter, this is a different climb altogether. You'd have to do this in snowshoes and probably with an instructor, I'm not sure, but it seems crazy to climb this alone in the winter. But we're very lucky because the sun is shining and the ground is just perfect, almost at the summit, which is really exciting because I could do with a sit down. These girls have done brilliantly again, absolute machines. If you're an adventurous person, you like walking, then you should definitely consider a podenco. There are problems with the training and it's hard to get the recall good and things like that, but if you can take them on a leashed walk like this, a podenco is a very, very good dog for you. So that's Puig up there. That's what we climbed in episode 17, and where we're going today is called Puig De Dorria. I know I keep repeating myself, but it will be good for you to learn in case one day you want to visit. So we're going to Puig De Dorria, and someone called it Puig's little brother because it's just there, sitting right beside Puig. Puig is Catalan for hell, and yeah, it sort of describes how these things look really. They don't look super sort of dramatic and mountainous like the Alps or the Himalayas. They're sort of much more rounded and green. So it does sort of feel like a hill, but they are mountains. They are absolutely mountains. Another little refuge here, just in case the storms hit, because yeah, the weather can change very, very quickly up here, and it's kind of reassuring that people have made these little shelters. I don't know how well they work, but if I was in a storm and I saw that, I mean, I'd be happy. I've said it before and I'll say it again, God knows what would have happened to Nala and Monkey if they weren't found by organizations like SOS Hund Gran Canaria, who found Nala and then passed her over to Hope for Podencos, or Galgos del Sol, who rescued Monkey and passed her over to Hope for Podencos as well. Podencos and Galgos can suffer a fate worse than death sometimes, and I'm just so happy that these two are free like this, bouncing around in the mountains with someone who loves them very, very much, and I try and do the best I can for them. We're not doing too badly, I think. You are not doing badly, girls. We're getting there. 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so, I think. The last bit is the hardest because of the altitude. The air is so thin, it makes it feel 10 times harder, but we are getting there. We are on top of the world right now. Come on, nearly there. Here we are, the summit of Puig De Dorria. There's no one else here, I can't believe it. Well done everyone. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Check out these views. On top of the world. Wow. So you've got the Catalan Pyrenees here, and then the French Pyrenees behind us. And they look even crazier, even more dramatic. Less like hills, I would say they look way more like mountains over there. Absolutely remarkable. We did it, girls. How's that feel? We did it! Another summit to add to the list. How impressive these two are. Oh my God. Let's go. Now remember, I made you a promise. I promised you that the views were going to get better and better each video. Did I lie? So as you can see, we are literally on the border of France and Spain, which is so cool. France, no, Spain, France. Wow. I think we all deserve a summit cuddle. Hey, a summit snuggle. That's what we'll call it, yeah? Well done, girls. Unbelievable work. You two are absolute machines. And two very healthy dogs, and lucky as well, aren't you? Well done. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. Well done. Well done. Now the cool thing is that the train that we take from Barcelona to get up here actually crosses the border to France, and then we can get on another train and start exploring France, and I think that's what we're going to do. I mean, how can you not be curious about what is in there? I'm so chuffed we did this. I'm so chuffed you joined us for this. We literally just climbed a mountain together. Again, looking over 2 countries. What an experience. It is getting cold, and I'm starting to get hungry. It's going to be about 3 hours back down, so I'm thinking we should probably make a move now. That little refuge that we got a coffee from, I'm tempted to see if they'll serve us lunch on the way down as well. Let's have a look. But if not, we've got homemade baked beans. Oh yes, with bread. Yes. All right, well, we'll do one last spin before we go. Walkies and wee-wees, Puig De Dorria completed. Until next time. Now let's go smash some grub. Fantastic. Well, what goes up must come down, and the only way down is the way that we came up, so what a shame. We're gonna have to look at those views all over again. Let's go. Let's go. I am salivating at the thought of those baked beans in my mouth. God. And that bread. Oh God, I literally couldn't have conjured up a better meal to have after a climb like this. What a genius I am. So I was told to keep the dogs on a lead, and I realized that we haven't bumped into any sort of cattle in the last hour. Plus, there are no sort of sheer drops, so I'm going to let them off. Free the podencos! Monkey! Hello. What are you doing back there, you little mountain goat? Look at these mountain goats. That's exactly what they are. You know what? I actually have a confession to make. Usually, around this time, I crave something very specific. You know what that is by now. But you know what? I am so excited about my homemade baked beans and bread. I've completely forgotten about the alternative. I think homemade baked beans and bread might be the latest obsession, the newest obsession. And if I can master this recipe, we shall can my homemade baked beans and bread, and we will sell it worldwide. And the people that disagree with the culture of beans, and disagree with the flavor of beans, and disagree with the magic of beans, shall eat my beans and enjoy my beans. Pardon the expression. Oh, that took a turn for the worse. That I didn't know where I was going to begin with, sort of just let the thoughts take over me. I guess this is the time of the hike where I go a little bit nuts. So it's like the first half is cool and calm and collected Charlie, knows where he's going. And the second half of the video is usually my chaotic brain, because I'm hungry, thirsty, tired, and I've used up all my energy controlling my thoughts. Actually, you know what? While we're on the subject of magic beans, I want to talk about mindfulness for a second, because mindfulness is one of those complex subjects where usually you achieve mindfulness by meditation and practicing this sort of the art of mindfulness. It's something that you have to practice and tune your brain into. But if you're thinking too much about something or everything or nothing, but you definitely know that you're thinking too much about it and you would no longer like to, I invite you to try something. Go on your Google Maps and just see where your closest green space is, where your closest sort of park is, natural park, and try and get yourself, if you're able, try and get yourself out there and just see how you feel after 15 minutes. And if you don't like it, go home again. But if you like it, stay out there, and then try and think about the things that you were overthinking before. I can pretty much say with full confidence that you won't feel those thoughts as much as you did before when you were inside. And on top of that, if you're not able to get out, then watch a nature video, no commentary, nothing like this, but go and watch a nature video, something someone has recorded in high quality, and again, just sort of immerse yourself there for 15 minutes. That might sound boring, but I really believe in the power of nature, and I think that this environment, whether it's around you or whether it's something you're just watching on a screen, I think this is powerful enough to stop you from overthinking, and maybe you'll be able to process some of those thoughts a little better. I don't know, give it a go. That's what I'm doing, and it's working for me. Come on, kids. We've got a mountain to walk down. Marmots, marmots, marmots. There must be marmots in this marmot world. Vulture. I just got goosebumps. A vulture. Like you would expect to see in parts of Africa. A few episodes ago, I thought I'd found a cafe at the top of a mountain, and I got my hopes up. I set my expectations, and I'm doing the same now, unfortunately. If this refuge can cook me a rice dish, you know, I'm going to be really, really happy about that. And because it's like 5 minutes from here, obviously that would be better than waiting an hour and a half, 2 hours to eat my homemade beans and bread. So send me luck, guys, through that screen. You send me luck. Everyone can do this. Don't hurt yourself, but send us some luck, because if we can get our hands on a Catalan rice dish and a non-alcoholic beverage, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I actually have no idea what I would do. I will simply just scream at the top of my lungs, "Can we have rice?" Yes. Ah! Oh, car coming. Stop making stupid faces, Charlie. There it is. There it is. Come on. Wish me luck, wish me luck, wish me luck. Hola.
Ay, hello.
¿Puedo comer?
Sí, el comer de comer. Sí.
Arroz.
arroz de montaña, para una sola persona.
Dos. Puedo comer para dos,
Espérame.
No pasa nada. ¿Qué hay?
No, es que es así. Nosotros tenemos un menú cerrado. Sale 22 euros e incluye frutas embutidos, ensalada. Y el segundo puedes elegir o grallada o arroz de montaña. Pero el arroz de montaña mínimo es para dos.
Puedo comer.
Bueno, pero esperame a ver que le pregunto acá a mi jefe.
¿Sí?
A ver si podemos hacer el arroz de montaña por el precio.
Vale. Espero afuera, ¿vale? Oh my God. We might get a rice. Thank you. So, they only have a menu that serves 2 people. And I can eat enough for 2 people. Come on. Rice on its way. This is the best day of my life. Hopefully those 2 pass out as well while I'm eating. Eh? You don't get jealous? Yeah, they'll pass out soon enough. This is a lot posher than I was expecting. They've given me a jug of wine over here. I don't need that. I'll pass out if I drink any of that. I'll stick with the water and my sun cream. So we've got some cold meats, some bread, and a salad. Delicious. There we go. Catalan rice. In the mountains. Look at what this series is becoming. It's not just walkies and weebies anymore. Gastronomy. You're probably thinking, that is a paella. No, a paella is a very specific thing, and it's usually yellow because one of the main flavors or main spices used in paella is saffron. Over here in Catalonia, you get the same principle. It's like a rice cooked in a sort of broth, but I've had mushrooms, rabbits. Gracias. The ingredients can differ greatly to a paella. And actually I prefer this. I prefer a rice dish. They just say an arroz, a rice. And there are whole restaurants here that you can go to just to eat a rice. I did try the wine out of politeness. And unfortunately, it is a very beautiful wine, but I won't be drinking it. I just came here for fuel. I thought I could find a sandwich actually, but this is all they had. Now I can't share this with the girls just in case there has been sort of alcohol used in it or something that's dangerous for them. I don't know. I don't think they believed me when I said I could eat this. That's how hungry I was. They hit me with a lot of delicious options for dessert, but I went with melon. I just need the fuel. Some people are good at art. Some people are good at music. Me, I'm good at finishing what's on the plate in front of me. €32. I would have paid more to make all that in the supermarket. Wow. I sent 40 because they really deserved the tip on that. Amazing service, very friendly and very accommodating, especially with the dogs, so unreal. I would recommend this to anyone, just for the experience of looking out over the mountains while you eat. It's pretty absurd. A proper Catalan cuisine. Delicious. Time to get back to the tent and have my homemade baked beans and bread. On our way back to the tent now. I have no idea how these two have so much energy still. I just checked the app that we use for hiking and we have already walked 19 kilometers with an elevation gain of 1,400 meters. I mean, that is absurd. I'm hoping they're going to be spark out when we get back to the tent, because I plan to be. Ooh, bit of rice. Well, we just got back and look who's falling asleep first. Haven't even taken their harnesses off yet. I feel exactly the same. We're just going to sit in here, enjoy the breeze through the tent and pass out. See you in a bit. Okay. All right, here we go. Walkies and wee-wees to find sunset. The girls have eaten, they've napped. Now it's my turn. I'm finally gonna get my lips around those beans. Pardon the expression. I have been asking around for sunset spot recommendations, and unfortunately we're in a bit of a tricky area considering where the sun is setting. And so we're going to go back to that big field that we started our adventure in earlier. It was a really nice big open space, nice view, and I think that would be the best place to finish this trip. I'm not sure my calves agree with me. What do you think? How's that? Yeah, that'll do nicely. Let's cook some dinner. You all right? What are you doing? Huh? What have you been eating? You got something in your paw? Huh? Hmm? Hmm? What's wrong with you? So Nala's bouncing around, and Monkey is chasing and eating bugs. Homemade baked beans and bread. Done. Monkey is currently walking in circles. She is now sticking her nose into the ground and eating whatever lands in her mouth. Oh, God. I named her Monkey before I met her, but how right I was, huh? Hey, you can't eat bugs all day. You know how monkeys pick bugs out of each other? That's what she's doing. A genuine monkey. And then we got Miss Sass over here, looking at the ground rather excitedly. wagging her tail from left to right at extreme speed. I wonder what she's onto. Could it be money? Could it be food? No. It is a hunch that there is a lizard living in that patch of grass, and that is it. She thinks by walking around it and pouncing on it, the lizard might come out. But there's no lizard. You do this all day. This is what happens to them when they are outside all the time. They become feral. I probably have beans around my mouth as well, do I? I also become feral. I've said my thank yous. I know I get sentimental when the sun starts going down. I won't do it again. Twice in one episode is too much. Thank you. And we've been planning and talking amongst ourselves, me, Nala and Monkey. And we have some really cool adventures coming. There's one potentially in September that's gonna blow your mind. But for now, I think it's safe to say, while the temperature stays this beautiful up here, we're gonna spend as much time up here as possible. And then when autumn comes around, maybe we won't have to venture out so far. I'd love to show you the Costa Brava, which is the coastline that goes from sort of Catalonia up to the south of France. It's stunning, but right now too hot, especially to camp. Then all the woods that we visited over all the episodes, basically, they all turn orange and yellow in the autumn, and so we're gonna have to go back and see what those look like. And we are still only working within what is available to us by train. So just imagine what's out there. Once I have a little bit more money come in, I'm going to apply for driving school and get that sorted, because with a car, the world is literally our oyster. So there's a deer up there. Can you hear it calling? I'll try and get a video. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. I think that's a roe deer, but I'll have to check. This is going to be useful to show you. Nala! So Nala went for it then. Come here. But my voice is now stronger than her instinct. You leave that deer alone. Huh? That could be Bambi. Oi. Oi. Nala. Come here. Good girl. And that is how it's done. Good girl. Should you try and call to it? Monkey, monkey. Good girl. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Crazy hunting instincts. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Leave the deer alone, all right? Leave the deer alone.
It's not bothering you. Now, until I know that deer is safe, I'm going to keep these two on the lead. Remember that Fenton video that went viral a while ago? I think it was a dog in Richmond Park chasing a load of deer and the owner was chasing Fenton! Yeah, that's not happening today. I don't think my legs could hack it. What a way to finish off, huh? Serenity. Is that a word? It is now. Serendipity. Serendipity whippity. Serendy whippity whippity tippity. Serendipity tippity whippity shippity. I think that's a sign I need to go to bed. Let's go. I could stay here for 30 more years, but all good things come to an end. And this has been a very good thing. My favourite episode so far. We've had deer, we've cried, we've made up words. We've helped the neighbour move out. We've cooked homemade baked beans and bread and said it several times. If you have subscribed, you have a really weird sense of humour. Let's go. That is good night from us. See you in the morning. Bye. Good morning. It's time to go home. And I've got two of the snuggliest Povencos in here. Let's get them out for a wee and then I'm going to start packing up. That's a wrap on this adventure. Time to head back to the city. Let's go. We're for sure going to catch the train. We're starting to pack up really, really efficiently and quickly. So, until next time, Pyrenees. And there will be a next time. I really can't believe that we live so close to this place. Never in my wildest imagination could I have imagined that I could get on a train, a normal commuter train, and land in a place like this. Wow. Go on. We are at the train station with a rucksack full of gear, the Hopeful Podenco's bum bag, and the Piku sling. And I'm going to show you just how lightweight Gossamer gear equipment is. This is full to the brim, remember. I'm telling you, if you want to start having your own adventures, just consider Gossamer gear. Unfortunately, when you start using Gossamer gear, you won't use anyone else. So choose wisely is all I'm saying. Alright, we're back in the city and it's hot and I'm wearing my thermals on the bottoms and on the top. It is a completely different place here, honestly. It's loud and humid and sweaty and I am not dressed for it, but we're excited to get home. And actually on the train we've been planning our next adventure. I can't wait to tell you where we're going. Anyway, let's finish this one first. I'm gonna get in this one, I think. No, I want to get in. I want to get in. It's mine. Okay, well, now more Nala. Now the boring part begins. Unpacking, laundry, washing the tent, etc. And then planning our next adventure. We have really been feeling the love over the last couple of weeks as this series continues to grow. So does the support and the love around it, and we are super grateful for that. Until we have a couple more sponsors under our belt, we are going to ask for help still. But once again, you don't have to donate much at all. This is just money for snacks and train tickets and campsites and things like that. So if you do want to help, there's a link in the description below and you can just PayPal there directly. From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of this one's heart, and from the bottom of this one's heart, thank you so much for watching. And I can only promise you that it's only going to get bigger and better from here. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.